For nearly 2 decades, Lionel Messi's father stood behind the world's greatest footballer, almost never stepping into the spotlight. Now, the man behind the legend is gone. Jorge Messi died on August 7th, and his son has stepped away from football indefinitely. No return date, no timetable. But for one of its favorite sons, football can wait. For nearly 2 decades, one man stood just outside the frame while Lionel Messi collected the game's biggest prizes. This week, that man's absence is the story. According to reports buzzing around the internet, Messi has stepped away from football indefinitely following the death of his father, Jorge, who passed away on August 7th at the age of 68 after a prolonged illness. The Inter Miami captain was in South Florida preparing for a Leagues Cup match against Monterrey when the news reached him. Messi and his wife, Antonela, flew straight to Rosario, where a private funeral was held on August 9th at El Prado Cemetery in Perez, close to the family's hometown. Inter Miami has placed no limit on his leave. There is no return date, and club officials say there won't be one until Messi decides he is ready. To understand the scale of the loss, it helps to look back at what Jorge actually did. Long before he became his son's agent, he worked as a supervisor at a steel factory in Rosario, a life with no connection to the football world his son would eventually conquer. That changed as Messi's talent became impossible to ignore, and so did the obstacles. As a child, he was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency, a condition that demanded expensive daily treatment his family struggled to afford. Jorge spent years searching for a way to keep his son's career alive. The breakthrough came when Messi was 13. Barcelona offered him a place at its youth academy and agreed to cover his medical costs. Jorge made the decision to move with him to Spain, leaving much of the family behind in Argentina, while father and son started over in a country neither of them knew. From there, Jorge's role shifted from parent to strategist, guiding the contracts and commercial decisions that shaped Messi's moves through Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, and eventually Inter Miami. He rarely gave interviews and avoided the spotlight, preferring to work in the background. Messi has spoken about that bond only occasionally, but never dismissed its weight.
I always needed my dad's approval ever since I was a kid.
That closeness was visible again during this year's World Cup, when cameras caught Messi in tears after scoring against Algeria. He later explained the emotion had nothing to do with the match itself. At the time, the family confirmed Jorge was undergoing medical treatment and asked for privacy. Weeks later came the news his supporters had been dreading. Jorge Messi is survived by his wife, Celia Cucitini, and 4 children, Lionel, Rodrigo, Matias, and Maria Sol. For now, the football world waits, while one of its biggest stars steps back to grieve the man who helped build his career from the very beginning.
Saludando.
Rodri.
Pues yo abajo tengo tiro.
Sí, lo grabo de adelante. Le digo que estamos los periodistas. Seguridad. Sí, pero yo pensé que es tierra del otro lado. Digo, pasaron todo por...
Pero ahí, allá hay una calle. Ahí,
sí, faltaba. Pero...
Acá esa pode tener una...
No, a mí me sorprendió que hoy me sentí aliento a pescado incluso después de...
No, todavía no. Quieto, quieto.
¿Cuál camioneta es?
La negra.
Esa para que se va adelante.
Porque no había técnica. Y bueno, la gente lo recuerda los problemas de la organización se decidió que el atorio fuera directamente acá. De la mañana y después en las primeras horas de la tarde cuando ya comenzó el atorio.